There's a lot of stuff in this world that I love, but there's also a lot of things that make me want to punch a hole in my wall. Let's talk about a few of those. These are not in any particular order, except for the last one. That's the worst. Number 1, not washing your hands after using the bathroom. I can't tell you how many times I've seen some dudes come out of the stall after taking a monstrous shit. You just know they were blowing up that toilet, and they walk out of the bathroom. I'm sorry, but you're nasty. What are you doing? Like, I almost hope they didn't wipe when they do that.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, that sounds gross, but at least they weren't touching poop. You know what I mean? Anyway, you're nasty if you do that. Next one, not using your turn signal. This is just so annoying. I mean, it's also illegal. There's nothing worse than being behind a car and they don't use their signal. But you know what? Sometimes I'll give them a pass. Sometimes you just forget. Sometimes it slips your mind. But I've been behind people multiple times that will go like 3 or 4 consecutive turns without using their turn signal. So like, you're just a bad driver at that point. Just stay off the road if you can't use your signal. Number 3, being rude to workers. This is mostly for like service workers, like waiters and waitresses, people that work at like the grocery store, stuff like that. I work at a grocery store, so I'm kind of biased towards that, but I can't tell you how many times we've had old people come in and they're just assholes. You know what I mean? Like, why? You're talking to a bunch of minimum wage, like high school kids, and it's their fault when your potatoes ring up $1 instead of 50 cents. Like, we don't control the prices. It's not up to us, man. I don't know. Number 4, people who downplay someone else's success. This one is just really annoying. If you have a friend or just somebody you know, if you have somebody you know, say they get a new job, or you know, they finally like have done something that they've been wanting to do for a long time. If your response is something other than like, "Hey man, I'm proud of you," or "That's awesome, congratulations," like that's what you should be saying. Someone you care about has done something they want to do for a long time. You should be happy for them. But if you're like, well, you know, it's really not that cool when you think about it, or, oh, that's not what I would have done. Me personally, I would have done it this way. Just shut up. Just say you're proud of them. Say congratulations. Be happy for them. Number 5, annoying bugs. It's mostly in the summertime. I guess it depends where you're from, but where I'm from, I go outside and I get like pelted by mosquitoes and like little moths and shit in the middle of summer. Like, I'm just trying to exist, and then they're just flying around my head and pissing me off. Nothing worse than that. I hate it. Number 6, being tired as hell, but you can't sleep. I don't really understand this one. I can be tired all day, and the second I get in bed, even if I'm tired, I'm laying there for 2 hours. I can't fall asleep. Can't get in the right position. No matter what way I lay, it's not comfortable. I don't know why. Someone tell me why that happens. It's just super annoying. Number 7, getting home from work and getting absolutely destroyed on the game. Sometimes you just have, you know, a bad day at work and you're like, damn, I just can't wait to go home and relax and play my game, you know. Maybe I'm playing a game of Overwatch or some shit like that. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate on me for playing Overwatch, but whatever. I like Overwatch. But then I'll go on a 5-game losing streak. And no matter what I do, I just can't win. I just get shitted on every game. Nothing I can do about it. So then I'm mad I had a bad day at work, or bad day of just doing whatever. And then I get home and I just have a bad day in the game. So I'm like, well, fuck me then, I guess. Number 8, getting on the game with your boys, only to find out it has to update. As it is, you know, after you graduate high school, for those of you, if you're still in high school, after you graduate, you probably aren't going to see your friends that much. So like, the only time you might really talk to them is like if you play the game sometimes. But even then, not everybody's schedules line up, so not everybody can get on the game. So when it finally does happen, it's like a big deal. You're all happy. You're like, hell yeah, let's get on some fucking Call of Duty. But then I get on it and it has a 50 gigabyte update. It just kills my whole mood. I had plans to play with the boys. Wait, pause. I had plans to play the game with the boys, and now it has to update, and I'm not going to play for another hour. So, ruins the night. What number are we on? I don't know. Talking on speakerphone in public. That just makes me mad. Like, keep your business to yourself. Nobody wants to hear that, you know, Karen stole the kids, and then now you're trying to get them back in court. Sorry, that's kind of messed up, but don't talk about that in public. If you do, don't put it on speakerphone. Try to keep it to yourself, because nobody wants to hear your conversations, if we're being real. Alright, last but the most annoying is when my viewers don't hit the subscribe button. If you made it this far, leave a comment telling me what makes you guys angry down below. Let me know what topics I should discuss in the future videos. Love you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.